So for those of you that don't know, this is the Sword Oshkosh 4x4, which has a hitch, and this is the first gear 2-axle tag trailer, which attaches to the truck, but there's a slight problem since it's two different manufacturers, or that the truck is just huge. When you attach the tag trailer to the hitch, you can see it's not level with the hitch, so in this video I'm going to show you the easiest way how to fix that. What you're basically going to need, and if you have similar tools to it, that's no problem, because I get a lot of questions, I don't know why, and most of them are common sense, but if you have other tools that work, use those. But here's an idea of what you're going to need, or the highly suggested items. You're going to need an X-Acto knife, or any type of knife. I prefer the X-Acto knife because it's easy to work with. You're going to need a small piece of plastic, and you can see this is very not precisely cut out or anything, and I did that for a reason. You're going to need a drill bit, which I have in this container right here, and a drill. And to go over what I'm basically going to do in this video is I'm going to lower, or I'm going to make an attachment that attaches to the hitch, goes down 1/4 of an inch, and lastly, you're going to need the hitch that they give you, because we're going to glue this to this piece, and that's how your trailer is going to attach. So here's what you're going to do to begin with. First off, obvious reasons, get your area clean, easy to work with. The hitch has to be lowered around the 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to eye it, to be honest with you. So here we go. Plastic that I used was 0.60. I used the thicker plastic, because in case you put a load on it, I'm just being safe here. Obviously, it's not holding 5 pounds. But to make it look, I guess better and cooler, here's what I'm using. It's 0.60 plastic, and I'm just going to shave it down until I get to the correct width. So I'm going to eyeball it here, and I'm going to make it the width of the hitch, and around 1/4 inch to 3/8 long. And basically, after I finish talking, I'm going to stop the camera, finish that, and then show you it. Alright, so I got around the rough shape of what I'm going to be working with here, and although I forgot to mention this in the video, I'm sure that you will stick around to this point. You're also going to use sandpaper. I prefer 220 grit, and this is basically just used to round off your hitch piece or adapter, and also straighten it out, because you could tell from all these little pieces of plastic, I basically just went to town on this, and it was all messed up, but you could see it's nice and straight now, and it's gonna work perfect. And if you use this technique, you just put the sandpaper on a flat table and then just sand like that. And what I'm actually gonna do here is round the edges, because it'll make it look more appealing. And this is probably gonna be one of the most easiest parts, and it's just very simple to do. I'm sure you could use thinner plastic. Honestly, I would have liked to use thinner plastic, but I only had .020 and .060, and I decided that 60 would have looked better. And this should probably take you no more than 30 minutes. And I'm just going to round it off a little better to even it out. Make it look nicer. So here's when it's sanded, what it'll look like. It'll take a little while, not too long, maybe 5 minutes or so to get it looking real nice. But basically, here's what it's gonna look like, and the top part is gonna attach to the hitch of the truck, and then we're gonna glue this piece down there. So I'm actually gonna change the battery real quick, and I'm gonna show you the next step. Alright, so here's the next step, and this is how you're going to attach it to the hitch on the truck. What you're going to do is you're going to take a drill bit, decent size, not too large, and you're going to drill a hole right through here. And what that's going to enable you to do is just pop it right into the hitch on the truck. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to drill it in. and you're going to drill right on the center of it. If you don't get it exactly centered, it won't really matter. Like mine is a little off, but it doesn't really have to be perfect. And I'm actually not sure if this hole is big enough, so I'm going to just test it out and see if it is, which it is not. So, well, actually it's wide enough, but I need a little more depth. So I'll drill another hole right below it, and I'll actually go a little more into the center. Or I'll probably have to do a little bit more than that, but I don't want to weaken the plastic too much. And I will actually see other bits. I don't have every bit possible here, but look through what I have. I don't have my drill bit set with me, which I should, but I don't. And I'm just gonna drill a huge hole in there. How could we do this? Because it has to be a hole, but it also has to come down. So if I take some of the plastic off here with an X-Acto knife, and if you mess up one side, it doesn't really matter because you have the other side. So I actually broke the blade on this, cutting it right here, but I'll clean out the rest of it with the drill. Let's see if that works. Alright, there we go. It works perfect, just like that. And you can tell this is pretty messy looking, but if you look where it attaches to, barely noticeable. And you can see it just hooks on the back, and that's exactly what I wanted. Not exactly centered, but like I said, look where it attaches to. You don't really notice that much. And now we're going to attach the hitch right to the bottom. And I'll show you that in a second. First, what I'm going to do here is just clean this up a little and make it more, I guess you could say, square at the bottom, just so it sits on the hitch easier, or nicer, I should say. And there we go. You can tell it goes on nice and easy now. Alright, so now to attach the hitch. If you see on the hitch, it has like that little stub on it. And we're basically going to drill a tiny hole into this. And then just glue the stub right on. And good thing it has the stub, because if it didn't, I would not know how to attach it. And to attach this stub, what I'm going to do is drill another hole, but I'm not going to go completely through. We're going to see if that's good enough. You may have to go completely through. Like I'm going to have to go a little bit deeper, which may lead me through the plastic, but if I do, I do. And you know what? I'm basically through it. I don't know if you could tell, so I'm just going to go straight through it. And there we go. So now I'm going to glue it on. And obviously, if anyone else is making it, you might want to make it a little bit nicer than that. Might want to center everything. But I'm fine with this, really. And I'm going to put some glue on that. And then I'm going to pop the hitch in. nice and straight. You also want to make sure you don't glue it to the table. And there we go. Now I'm going to put it onto the truck and see how we make out. There you go, perfect. I mean, I don't know how to make it any more simpler than that. There you could tell, I believe that's under 15 minutes. It attaches perfectly to the truck. It doesn't affect anything else, especially since they give you the other hitch. It's completely perfect. The only thing is, as you could tell, the trailer tends to lag along, I guess you could say, but you could kind of make an adapter on the hitch to where it'll actually push up against the truck, which is fairly simple to make. Maybe I'll make a video if anyone wants to know about that, but there you go. It's level with the Oshkosh. Looks great. Put a load on it. I don't know, concrete bucket or a backhoe, as shown here. And there you go. There's how to make the adapter for the Oshkosh. Again, you don't have to make it perfect because it's not really showing. I'm going to paint it black tomorrow, and I will update you with a video and with more pictures.